dumb question. There's probably somebody else that's thinking the same thing. Check.
I had a question. So,
But let's see if this one's the one.
North
See
South.
how you got me
North
bringing it
South.
to him?
I don't really know how to finish the choke
Okay,
correctly.
that's a good questions and good ask. What's he asking, guys? Anybody know what he's asking? Specific.
How to finish it.
Yes, finishing mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
What am I looking for? What's my goal? If I don't know my goal, how can I hit it? Let me get in there real quick. When you get the head like this, right? A lot of you guys are thinking squeeze hard the guy's neck. There's no way you're gonna finish this unless you're like extremely strong. Let's say you're Dustin and he's fighting against Pierce. Could he squeeze his neck and make him tap? Yes. There's a big size advantage that Dustin would have over him. But if they're comparably the same, that's out the window. Does that make sense? But watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my hand under his neck and look at my hand over here. It's just on this side of his body. Look at my hand. Putting the radius bone right under his neck like a block. Like the old school guillotines. So watch what I'm gonna do with my ribs, guys. I'm gonna start melting my legs straight back, and my ribs are gonna start coming in here and make his face look a little bit that way. Even if he fights his head back, I'm still gonna attain the inside space with my ribs. Inside carotid artery here. I'm not trying to squeeze his neck, his trachea or anything. I'm trying to close off my ribs on this side, not on his jaw, not on this. And it doesn't matter. I know you're thinking, well, sometimes their jaw's stuck to their chest. I'm gonna fix all that. Just by the way I melt back. So watch right here, guys. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna melt my chest, not straight back. I want to bring my ribs on his neck, right? So I'm gonna go towards the center. You see his head turn? And watch when I start melting. Let me get somebody else so Dustin can see. It was the way you're melting to, like, I'm here, right? My hand's under his head. When I go back, I'm not going this way. I think a lot of times we go this way. I want to go. See his neck? What a lot of people do wrong. Look, Dustin, I know you didn't see, but I'm not going this way. I want to kind of, you see his head? And I know he's not going to go that way because he's going to fight his head back. But guess where I'm at? I'm still there. Does that make sense? When I'm giving you a visual. So when I'm on him, you're not going, I don't know what your body's doing. I'm describing what I'm doing as I'm moving on him, okay? So when I'm here, I just put the radius bone right behind his neck. I'm not going straight to his left, bottom left. I'm going left center over his inside neckline, chest, okay? Whatever that line, almost like it's a midline, okay? So when my right ribs are hitting him, it's gonna cross his midline at the highest point. Watch. Melt, 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 melt. Look at his head. Look at his head. Even if his jaw, tuck your jaw. Watch the jaw, guys. Doesn't matter.
You're not even pulling in with the arms. I didn't feel any pressure on this side. It's a one karate choke.
It's so nasty. That's why if you guys ever feel like when I grab your foot and I'm on it, I'm doing the same thing to his neck. Back center, not back left. Put your ribs up and squeeze them like just let them melt like your foot lock in his neck. Keep going straight down. Don't keep going, keep straight down. See? Is that crazy? It's not a squeeze, right? When you alter the angle, that's what he needs to just enough survive. If you go straight back, it just closes when it closes. If you alter, it's like this, or like this. And now he's going, oh, I can breathe a little. Versus, it's instantaneous. Does that make sense? Is that a dumb question? There's no dumb question. There's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? There is no dumb question.
So, would it be wrong to grab this
Yes.
as well? Okay.
You know why?
No.
I can tell you right now without asking, but you tell me, what do you think that's good?
Well, now I'm thinking about it, they could use it as like a source of leverage or pivot.
And love to get you off that neck.
Yeah.
What you think is an advantage, I would immediately know why it is or why it isn't. Why do you think my hand goes to the hip?
Do I want
I want my hand at the hip.
This.
No, I want my hand next to his hip.
Okay.
So now when you start using that hand and your toes and sprawl straight back, melt your chest and rib lines. Don't. I want to change this angle in particular. You want symmetrical legs, not asymmetrical legs, which means I want them to look the same more or less. Like a sprawl, back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. And adjust your ribs. If your ribs are not adjusting, you're going to miss that point, but that's what practicing this will do. You see how you went straight back, but you never adjusted your ribs? And then by the time you wanted to, the time has passed.
You're not turning my head at all.
You're not turning his head. Why? You know why that is? You're not adjusting. You're hoping he just taps because you put your hand there. Your chest.
Do you want to try to get that head turned before you start melting down?
That's why I go back center. See? But it takes practice, of course. Everything takes practice. Don't think, oh, you know, it's did it once.
I move the head before I start. Okay.
Because what's he naturally gonna do? He's gonna tuck his chin in. How you feel? You wanna try that?
Sure.
Go. You look like you want some of that. Go straight back and use your ribs to kind of close off his neck, right? Yeah, dude. Get nice and heavy and start melting back and kind of squeeze your chest and ribs into his side of his neck. Yeah, bro. Look at that guy.
So there's no pressure.
No pressure. His hand is just keeping his head from moving, and everything on that side pushes him back into the strength. Choke, buddy. I think everybody should have this in their arsenal. I don't care.
100%.
See your ribs over your hand almost. See how you're off the side of him? I want your hand across, your ribs across over your hand. Look how your body's facing Gary. I want you to go straight down. That's what I want. You see? Now melt straight down. Bring your left leg down a little bit. Now keep melting. Keep melting and squeeze your ribs into him. That's it. Now this time do it again as you felt that and adjust that same concept. Do it again. Everybody goes through this, Gary. Trust me. Put your left hand inside of his arm. There you go. Now start melting and adjusting. Yeah. See that?
Yeah.
You could feel the difference there, right? Second time around, I could tell you got more comfortable. All right, guys, let me know. About each other. Oh,
Esdras, what'd you learn today? And then I always find myself in north-south, so I finally learned how to finish it correctly, which is very nice. Very nice.
I learned, what's that thing that starts with the K that you taught me?
Kimura?
I learned the Kimura. Yeah, and now I'm so good at it that I could be anybody in this room for real. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Chat. This isn't true chat. This
This
isn't
is
true.
so true, chat.
This isn't true chat.